Hey guys, it's Caitlin. Hope you guys had a great Beltane yesterday. I know I did. I did ritual in the evening time and it turned out really good. I was really happy about it. Um, so today I decided that I was going to do the 21 witchy questions tag. I hadn't been tagged in any of them, but I'd seen a couple of people do it, and I thought it'd be a good little tag to do. So I'm gonna start off at the beginning. Uh, Excuse me if it seems like I'm breathing a little heavy. I just got done walking about 4 miles in the sun, so I'm a little tired. Question 1. What background of the craft do you practice? I am an eclectic Wiccan. I that's just what I practice, and I don't know. I haven't really gotten into any of the different ones. Like, I've read up on all of them to get my foundation before I decided what I wanted to practice, and it just always comes back to eclectic Wicca. So yes, I'm eclectic Wiccan. Question 2, what is your favorite witchy thing to do? Actually it's 2 things. I like to do divination. I'm very good with tarot, and I also like to spend time in nature. Spending time in nature, communicating with nature, communicating with animals, communicating with trees. I like doing that. I feel connection with nature, and I enjoy doing that. Question 3, what is your favorite type of magic? Candle magic. I did candle magic last night, and it was so much fun. I love candle magic. I've had candles around my house as a child. My mother was obsessed with candles, and so for me, seeing a candle lit gives me a very nice, homey feeling, and I like spending time around candles, so I love candle magic. 4, name your top 5 herbs. Okay, I live in an area that has a lavender festival because it's so plentiful on lavender. So lavender just is a given. If you live in this area, you either love lavender, you hate it. I love it. It smells pretty. It can be used for so many things. It's delicious in teas. It's a very good herb. Rosemary tastes good, smells good. Kevin and I are making a tincture out of it, so we're hoping that it'll do what it's supposed to do. And it's a very, again, very, I like durable, versatile herbs. Number 3, white sage, because it smells good and it's a very cleansing herb. We have 2 white sage smudge sticks in our apartment that we use a lot. My 4th herb, I don't even know if this would be considered an herb, but I felt it had to be on the list just because of its multi-faceted healing properties. And you're gonna think I'm really out there for saying it. I mean, some people might, but some people will probably understand why I'm saying this herb. But my boyfriend's a medical patient, and I see how it works every day, and it's cannabis. Cannabis, or marijuana, is a very versatile healing herb. And it smells really good. Like, I mean, I know it smells like pot, but I think it smells good. It's very versatile in healing. It's edible. And my boyfriend uses it for asthma, which when I first heard you use it for asthma, I didn't get it. But now, I mean, he vaporizes it, and it really does. It helps him be able to breathe. I know people use it for cancer. All sorts of things can be cured with cannabis, and also hemp, which is a derivative of cannabis. It's hemp, but they're in the same family, is so versatile in so many other ways. It can be made into fabric and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I'll do a whole video on that later. It's a very cool herb, and I love it. And my 5th herb, dandelion root, because dandelion root you can find everywhere. And people are willing to give it to you, just as long as you take it out of their yard. And it's again, a very versatile healing herb, and I like it. Question number 5, favorite type of divination? Tarot cards. I enjoy tarot, and I really connect with it. Question number 6, how did you come to practice the craft? Through my mother. And my mother, all my childhood, never really called herself a witch until I came out as a witch. I think growing up Christian, she didn't, and being married to a man like my dad, They're not married anymore, but they were. She couldn't say what she was. My mother comes from a long line of magical women. My great-grandmother, my great-grandma Acorn on my mom's side, her paternal grandmother, who I'll talk about later, was a tea leaf reader. And anyway, I would always find lists. My mom has a very green thumb. She's a green witch. She can take care of plants, do things with plants. She knows every herb out there. And anyway, I don't know, it seemed natural to me. She was always around. She exhibited that goddess-like aspect that I just found fascinating. And when I came out as a witch to her, she was not surprised at all. Very witchy woman, and I have to say that she was the one that kind of led me there. Question 7. Coven or solitary? Solitary. I'm not part of a coven, although Kevin and I practice together. He's more hermetic, esoteric, a hermetic Golden Dawn sort of practitioner, while I'm Wiccan, but we're both pagan. We both exhibit the same types of belief structure in that way. We just sort of do things a little differently. We try to practice together as much as we can. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Question 8. Favorite Esbat, Sabbath, or solstice? I like the full moon. I like trying to spend as much time out in the full moon as I can. I like to put crystals and our tools out there. And also I like the summer solstice just because, or Litha. It's very beautiful. We usually go out and camp at that point. Last year I spent it at a tree farm in this area, also known as the hippie farm. It's a hippie commune, and I went up there and went to a bonfire, and it was a lot of fun. I got to spin fire, which means hula hoop, with a hula hoop that had fire going on it, and it was a great night. It was a very magical night, and I love Litha. Okay. Favorite witchy film? Practical Magic, duh. I don't know, like, Practical Magic just reminds me of women that I spent time around, women in my family. That's the women in Practical Magic remind me of women in my family, and so to me it's a very homey video. Favorite witchy book, learning and not. For my favorite learning book, Intertemple Witchcraft by Christopher Penchak. Again, I love that book. And for not, Mists of Avalon. That was a very good book. Favorite witchy show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, it's not necessarily all about witches, but it has one of its central characters is a witch, Willow. I love that character. I love her. Allison Hannigan did a great job with that role, and she was just so multifaceted and diverse. And she grew, I think she was the character that grew the most throughout the series. I know a lot of people say Buffy grew a lot. Well, she's a Slayer. She's supposed to. Willow grew a lot as a character throughout the whole series, and I really enjoyed that. Favorite color and why? I've always enjoyed greens, like a really dark evergreen color. And my reasoning is I'm an earth sign. I love trees. I love being around green. I just gravitate towards it. And for me, green just symbolizes stability and earth energy, and I enjoy it. 13. Spirit guides and totem animals. Spirit guides, I have a few. I have 3, actually, and they're all part of my family. My paternal grandfather, sorry, cats moving around here. My paternal grandfather, he was a violinist and an inventor, and an artist. He did everything, and one of the most magical men that I knew, and he had a great sense of humor. And when he died when I was 11, I always felt him with me, and I can hear his laugh even now, and the way he called my name. My name is Caitlin, but a lot of my family members call me Katie. So sometimes when I'm by myself, I'll hear Katie, vieni qua, and he marched in World War II in Italy, so he spoke a lot of Italian, so he was always telling me to come here in Italian. So I always hear that, and I love that. And then the 2 others are my both of my maternal great-grandmothers. Sorry, my computer was being stupid. Both of my maternal grandmothers. I never met either one of them, but I feel their energy around all the time. Like, I don't know them, I never met them, but I feel like I know them. And I don't know why that is. I think, and because of that, I feel like maybe it's because they're always with me, they're always bestowing wisdom upon me, helping me be a strong woman, helping me be a strong witch. So they're always with me. And totem animals, I would have to say the killer whale, because it's my favorite animal. Crows, because they're always around and I always see them and they follow me. And as I found out yesterday, snakes. Fun! And I don't like snakes, but I'm learning to like them. Okay, and next question. 14. How many lives do you think you have had? I wish I knew. I really do. I feel like I've lived a lot of them, because even though I'm 24 years old, a lot of people think I'm older, and I know as a child I preferred the company of adults over children, and I think maybe that's because in my past life I was an adult and I don't know, maybe I didn't give up part of that when I died. And went in not fully clear of that past life. I don't know. I don't think we're ever clear of our past lives. That's why they always follow us. But I think I lived a few. I think I lived a good amount, because I see a lot of things, and I wish I want to do a reading on that sometime. Anybody out there who would want to give me a reading on it? My birthday's coming up in the summer. Okay, question 15. Your element. I am earth. I'm an earth sign, so earth is my element. My sign, I am a Virgo. And I'm an intense Virgo in the sense that I'm very very critical, very bossy. It has to be done my way, because I'm always right. But I have a Pisces rising and a Pisces moon, so I'm a Virgo in the sense that I'm very staunch and critical and all of that, but I'm also very caring, and I'll be like, I don't think you should do that, but that's kind of how I do it. And if people don't do what I tell them, I'm like, I told you so. So I'm empathic, but I'm also, it's it's a wonderful little roller coaster. 17, goddess and god. God-wise, I haven't really connected to a god, but Kevin connects with Ra, so I've been kind of working with Ra's energy just because we have a statue of him in our house, and he's an interesting god. I like the Green Man too. They're both very intense gods. Goddess-wise, again, being eclectic, I kind of see that the goddess spirit takes on the face of whatever archetype works for that person at that time, what they need. But lately, I have been very involved in the Egyptian pantheon, I think just because of Ra, and I have found that Sekhmet was the first one to come out to me. Sekhmet was very strong when she came out to me, and basically was like, she like growled at me, I'm here to be with you. And I said, all right, you need me. And Bast, I think because she's the daughter of Ra, just kind of spoke to me, and she's very cool goddess. I like both of them. Favorite crystal? I love them all, but moonstone is my current favorite. I really like moonstone. Favorite tool? My tarot cards. And question 20, favorite witchy craft? Cooking. I like putting magic in the food that I make, and using herbs and healing herbs for making my family feel better and at home. And question 21 is to tag somebody or a few people. I think most of the witches in this community have done this witchy tag, but I don't think I've seen one from Willow Goblin Queen. So Willow, if you have not done this, do it. I tag you. Tag. You're it. And have a great day, you guys.